If you're moving to Fort Lauderdale or you live in Fort Lauderdale, you would probably want to know what the best neighborhoods are, right? That's fair to say, at least, right? Yeah. So in today's video, let me put you guys on one of the most highly sought after neighborhoods in all of Fort Lauderdale, and that's Victoria Park. And before we jump into it, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or even relocate here to Victoria Park or Fort Lauderdale in general, I'm here to help. We help people like you every single day who reach out to us about relocating. They live here, they're just looking for the best recommendations. Anything that you need, we got you. You can call me, email me, text me, whatever's easiest for you, I got you. But now let's jump right into it. Let's start off with the location, which is probably one of the main reasons that it's so highly sought after. So Victoria Park is literally right next to downtown, and it's extremely walkable. So on the south end, Victoria Park starts at Broward Boulevard, runs along Federal all the way up to Sunrise, and then on the east end, it stops at the water. It's approximately about 1 square mile, but within it, you really have everything. You can walk to downtown, you can walk to Las Olas, you could really walk to the beach if you wanted to. Granted, it's a long walk, might be a better drive or, maybe a run, maybe take a golf cart. If you have one, it's probably the best way, or even a bike, thinking about it. Now, on top of that, you're also plenty of restaurants and shopping along Federal that you can go and walk to or drive to again. But some of the main things, you have like Doc B's Fresh Kitchen, you have Emmy Squared, which is Detroit style pizza. I know you wouldn't really think it, but if you're looking for more New York style pizza, there's also Coast to Coast Pizza. There's Temple Street Eatery over there as well. Plus plenty of great grocery stores. So there's a Whole Foods, we have a Fresh Market, Publix, Trader Joe's isn't too far either. So you really have everything right there. You don't have to go too far. Not to mention, if you're looking for a little bit more fine dining, you just walk or head over to Las Olas and go and have a nice date night. Speaking of Las Olas and date night, let's talk about a little bit of the nightlife aspect of it. So obviously you're right near downtown, but also right in front of Victoria Park, right on Federal, you have No Man's Land, which is one of Fort Lauderdale's best bars. You're also not too far from Flagler Village, which is right across the street. So you have things like Roxanne's. You also have Glitch Bar, which I personally think is probably one of the most fun bars in all of Fort Lauderdale. Then you have the beach bars out on A1A. And then obviously you have Las Olas in downtown. So like you have the Wharf, Moxie's, the Palm Room. You head downtown. You have like Chemistry, you have Backyard, Sway. So just some of those different nightlife things. But obviously if that's not for you, no worries. We do have plenty of great other things. Oh, not to mention, there's also a rooftop bar not too far called the Dalmar. Now, if nightlife's not your thing and you're looking for more outdoor activities, you came to the right neighborhood. So within Victoria Park, there's also Holiday Park, which has a multitude of different things for pretty much everyone in any sport and anything you really want to do. So there's Parker's Playhouse if you're looking for a performance. There's also the War Memorial. Then they also have the new Iceplex, so you can go and catch some hockey games. It's actually where the Florida Panthers train as well. There's basketball courts. There's also tennis courts, pickleball. Then there's the soccer fields in the back, plus football. So really any sport or thing you want to do, you can go and do it over there at Holiday Park. Not to mention, obviously you can walk, bike, or run throughout the neighborhood because it does have a great community feel. But what a lot of people actually opt to do, because there's some run clubs that are at, the Holiday Park area, but most people actually go and run along the beach since it isn't too far. So then let's talk about the beach since it's right there. You have everything to enjoy at Fort Lauderdale Beach. Lauderdale by the Sea Beach isn't too far. Dania Beach, if you're looking for something a little bit more quiet, isn't too far. The Dog Beach for Dallas also isn't too far either. On top of that, bush came out of nowhere. There's also the basketball courts over there as well. Now let's talk about the schools. So overall, Niche does give us a B rating. So there's some public schools like that of Harbordale Elementary, Fort Lauderdale High. But what I see a lot of people who actually live here or just in the greater Fort Lauderdale area in general opt to do is send their children to private schools. So we do have some great private options around. So a lot of different Christian schools. You have Pinecrest, American Heritage. If you want to head a little bit further north, you go to like North Broward. Then we get into like the high school side of things. There's Cardinal Gibbons and even St. Thomas. Now, you really came for the real estate. So what I think really makes Victoria Park so unique is it does have really everything. So you have single family, you have condos, you have townhomes, you have multifamily. It's a weird mix within a 1 square mile radius, but it actually fits quite well, as you can see. There's a lot of different options as well. Like if you want a little bit more newer construction, there are things that's not like brand new construction communities like you're thinking of, but a lot of one-offs. So like single family homes that have been taken down to the studs and redone. A lot of more new development on the townhome side of things. Plus you have some condos here and there. Apartment wise and like rentals, it's more private rentals, no apartment buildings. However, if you go across Federal onto like the Flagler Village side of things or head closer to downtown, there are plenty of different apartment complexes on the rental side of things. Now, when it comes to price point and what we're looking at, Median price point's just shy of $1.1 million. And that's really because, most of it is a little bit larger homes. You're paying for the proximity to downtown, the walkability, the proximity to the beach. Plus there's actually some homes on the water too. So this is an example of some of the new construction. So these are just some townhomes. Obviously it's not an entire townhome community, but it's a nice strip of 4 different townhomes, and they're kind of set up like a duplex, as you can see. So split. Honestly, not a bad investment. You'll see a lot of investors end up buying parcels, building duplexes like that, and selling them for close to $1 million, sometimes over that. This is a perfect example of some of the multifamily here at Victoria Park. So I'm not sure how many units this one is, but it's definitely a couple different units. Honestly, this would be the perfect house hack. Live in one of these units, then rent out the rest of this bad boy and hopefully live for free and make some money. Yeah, you can't beat that. And this is an example behind me of some of the new construction single family homes. So not your true new construction with brand new neighborhoods, but they are some good options in terms of single families that have either been taken down to the studs or just completely rebuilt. Now, when it comes to the community and the feel here in Victoria Park, I will say it is very quiet, peaceful, and very active at the same time in terms of just people being outdoors and just being outside. You'll see people walking, biking, pushing strollers, working out. And that's the nice thing about it. I mean, it's a very not super tight-knit community, but still very close because it is not massive on one side of things. Plus, there's not a ton of traffic. I know in the videos you see a ton of cars going by, but that's just because my dumb self in Dallas decided that we're gonna go for a walk right when school's getting out. But if this is as bad as it gets traffic-wise, honestly, it's not too bad. But let me know in the comments, is Victoria Park the best neighborhood here in Fort Lauderdale, or is there a better one that we should make a video of? And like I said before, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or even relocate here to Victoria Park, Fort Lauderdale, or South Florida in general, I would love to help you out in any way that I can. Like we talked about before, we help people like you every single day who are reaching out to us through text, DMs, emails, any way that's easy for them. And we'd love to help you as well. You can call us, email, text us, DM us, whatever's easiest for you, we got you.